What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Outcrowd podcast, episode number 163. Everyone always told us our opinions didn't matter, and as it turns out, they were right. What's going on? I'm Zach.
Hodor.
Quack. And I'm Schmalti.
That's an old one, Hodor.
Hodor.
Remember when Game of Thrones was like the shit?
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking waited.
Now there's nothing.
Yeah, there's like nothing to wait for.
No, and then the movies got canceled, so...
Yeah.
Well, delayed.
Yeah, I mean...
Whatever.
I'm content. I got Lucifer. It's got like 400 episodes a season, so I got something.
It's true, but there's something about those high-quality HBO usually shows.
Or just a show that has you into it week to week rather than Netflix just releasing a season.
You get spoiled with the binge. You forget to appreciate. You really get to soak up that episode when you get to wait a week.
Next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really
making
get to
a spectacle of it. And
I used to watch Game of Thrones, and I had 4 separate hour-long podcasts that dissected the episode, and it was 4 different perspectives. And I listened to it throughout the week, and then I'd go on to the next episode. And,
damn.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
And we're back.
Damn, he just stole your thing.
Ooh.
Now, you've just been dropping the ball lately.
I'm a fuck up.
Class A.
Focus.
Good shit.
It's a lovely tune. I always forget what it sounds like until I hear it.
Which is never, because you don't listen to the pod.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm a little behind. But
50 or so?
I check it out. No, not that far. Like 45.
Oh, okay.
40.
Damn. I'm not even that far back.
Bitch, you ain't listened to one in how long?
It's been like...
A year?
Shut up.
Come on.
Now you're talking out your ass.
Give me what I'm looking for. Give me what I want.
Maybe 8 or 9 episodes.
You're better than me. I'm probably 15 or 20 bucks.
Yeah. So everybody get off my ass.
And I don't have a good excuse either. Just
Oh, something just died.
I mean, I listen every week.
There we go. Yeah, we're good.
well, you kind of have to.
Yeah,
That's true.
If you don't listen, we're in trouble.
this is true.
Jared's going to say things that are going to get us canceled.
That's Jared.
And I'll never know what they are.
Not for 15 to 20 weeks.
You know, the duck hasn't flown at midnight in quite a few of our last pods. We haven't really had anything.
Yeah.
True.
Need to spruce it up around here a little bit.
There's been a lot of things have died off. The pedophile jokes. You
Well,
know,
there's a reason.
Well, I started dating a gal that's got kids, so
Yeah,
it's just kind of weird.
You can't really do that anymore.
yeah, things
Yeah.
kind of slowed down.
I mean, I'll throw a good raunchy one in there at some point tonight.
Bet.
Now I'm on.
We good?
Now I'm nervous.
No?
We could.
You want any hard R's or soft A's?
No.
None of those?
Nope.
Well, those will definitely not make it in anything.
Yeah. That's like the one thing we can't do.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have standards around here. Morals? No.
No,
A little bit.
This is pretty gray in here. Morally, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saw that video on Pornhub. I clicked like for you.
Thanks. Yeah, we gotta bump those numbers up, bro.
What are we doing here?
Bop. Someone's phone isn't on silent.
Oh, mine's not either.
You even have yours with you?
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
Yours isn't either?
He's
Your
like-
phone is always on silent.
It's like it's too far
I
away.
know, I finally started, like, having it not on silent.
Nice.
You know what's crazy, too, is that little fucking switch on the 7 that switches from silent to not is, like, almost broken in favor of silent.
Damn.
Sometimes it does it by itself, and I go, no, I want sound.
It doesn't seem to have helped. You still don't really answer.
Yeah.
It depends on the time of day, because
Like,
I could just be asleep.
Does that thing accept incoming calls or what?
It doesn't seem like it.
Hey, you can't talk shit, all right? You
I
never
answer phone
texts.
calls.
That is fair. He does. I'll give him that.
All right.
He even
Well, so do I.
He even
I was
answered a
asleep.
FaceTime from me the other day, and I
Damn.
was impressed. I was like,
Wow.
he ain't answering this. There's no fucking way.
I feel like I'd be more inclined to answer a FaceTime than anything else.
It seems more important, right?
Yeah.
FaceTime
I
is the
prefer.
best.
Yeah, I always prefer FaceTime.
Yeah.
You never FaceTime me, fuckface.
You don't FaceTime me either. It's a two-way street, motherfucker.
All right. Set the tone.
I had that locked and loaded because I knew that was coming.
Well, you say you like FaceTime, but you don't FaceTime me.
I only FaceTime Kirsty and my mom. I FaceTime my mom.
My wife and my mommy.
My wife and my mom.
Well, I mean, those last few texts that came through before this, my phone was inaccessible.
Could you understand what the fuck they were talking about? Did
Yeah.
you read those texts?
He asked if he was coming, and he said we better be, and then he asked if he was coming, and he said yeah.
Oof.
Yeah,
Ooh, just
Jared-
burped. Oh my
That's
god.
That's my bad.
You always like blow it.
I had an egg roll from the gas station.
Yeah, that needs to go down.
That egg roll's wanting out, son.
Jared said we're better be, so I had to jump in there and make fun of him.
Like, we doing the
I
pod tonight?
caught what I did once I sent it. I was like, fuck.
We're fucking better be. And Colton's like, you are gonna cane, right? And I got it. But I was like,
read it.
what
I got
is
it.
happening?
I got it. I appreciate it. I was like, I'm not responding.
I know, he just ignored it. I was like,
Moving on.
fuck.
Yeah.
Sitting there waiting
Because
for
I
it.
caught the weird right as I hit the send button. I was like,
Yeah, and then it's done.
it's out there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the last couple texts, I was driving home, and my phone decided that it wanted to be on the passenger side floor.
Nice.
I wasn't getting anything.
that's a good spot for it.
I guess it enjoyed the ride there, so
It's safe down there.
that's that's where I wanted to live. Well, Mom scared the living fuck out of me today. Like, she doesn't
Same.
ever call me that early in the morning.
No.
And so when I see a call that early, I was like, all right, something's wrong. And then she answers the phone in a panic whilst crying and, distraught. And she's like, I just hit a fucking deer. And, like, instantly my head just went to, if she's calling me because of this, that means that Gary didn't answer and she needs assistance.
Right.
And so I was, like, 100% ready to get to my vehicle. And so I was kind of standing there and I was like, well, are you okay? And then she's like, no. And I was like, are you physically okay? She's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I knew, like, the second I said, are you okay? And she was like, no. Like, that somber, like, voice can't
Yeah.
stay straight.
Shaky
Yeah.
voice, yeah.
She said no. I was like, I need to rephrase that
Yeah.
so I can understand. So I was like, are you physically
To be fair, I've gotten
Okay.
used to the tremble in her voice.
Yeah.
Well, this was like, extra.
It fucked her car up.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I mean,
More than I thought it would.
I thought it was going to be terrible because she said she was driving, like, you always think of 89, which is a 60-mile-an-hour road. And if she had been going 60 and hit a deer, her car would have been, like, undrivable.
Right.
So when she told me she hit a deer and that, and then she sent me the pictures, and I was like, oh.
It's
I was
only,
like, that looks like you hit a cat.
It's only 60 for law-abiding citizens, okay?
It's actually 55.
It's actually
so 60 is
55.
Yeah.
You can get a good 9-0 on that road if you
Oh
got
my god.
So
If you got
Well,
somebody-
I've seen
It
it.
looked like the deer ran into
Sideswiped
her
it.
car
Yeah.
while she was going 60.
Yeah.
So it like T-boned her. So
yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought because I just assumed she was going 60 miles an hour, and I was like, that's a little car. Like, that car's going to be trash.
it's a tin
She
can.
said it was on Antelope, though. So I
Yeah,
think
she was only going
like 40.
35, 40, so the damage
Yeah.
is way less than what I thought it was going to be.
That's good.
Her whole left mirror is fucking, like, gone, though.
And those things are like $600.
Oh, I'm sure insurance. Will
Yeah,
take
I'm
care
sure.
of it,
but those mirrors are
yeah.
not cheap anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
So that was fun this morning.
I hit a deer. I clipped a deer in my Mazda. Going. I was like 4:30 in the morning when I worked at fucking MedQuest.
That piece of shit RX-8.
That's the one.
The one with the infidel sticker on the back window.
That's the one.
Gotcha.
I clipped it, just hit its ass, and scared me pretty good.
Yeah, but
Fucked up my light, but that was all.
it'd be spooky.
I saw a woman go Karen in Walmart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like that shit that you see on Facebook.
Oh, it's Smith's.
What?
That's Smith's?
At Walmart.
Walmart.
Like the kind of Karen you would see in a video that goes viral.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
Nice. About mask?
Yeah, what was the subject matter?
It was something about... It kind of involved, like, I think the lady behind her was standing too close to her, and the lady in front of her was standing too close to her, and she couldn't get away from this lady because this lady was here, and she just went full on fucking... It's almost like Karen, but with zombie noises.
Oh, that's good.
So I did my part.
Call of Duty Zombie.
Yeah.
So I did my part and sat there and watched for a little while.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
always good.
and then the police came in. I was like, all right, well,
That's your cue.
I got warrants, so I got to go. Can't hang out here.
No,
I
no.
ain't got to go home.
Yeah.
I can't stay here.
Zombie noises.
Yeah, it was kind of fun to watch. I was like, this seems fitting. I'm at Walmart. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely the environment.
We were leaving work one day and my buddy was dressed in his work clothes and he's like, am I good to go shopping in this? I was like,
Your work clothes?
yeah. It was like, jeans and a shirt and a dirty hoodie. I was like, what the fuck do you mean are you good to go shopping?
What does that mean?
Do you know what it's like to go shopping nowadays?
Yeah.
I was like,
Shit, I've gone to wedding receptions wearing worse than that. You go, same.
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, I don't think you need to worry about shit.
Yeah.
You
for
walk
real.
into a nice restaurant like that for how it is now.
Order the shrimp scampi and be proud.
Well, I had a fucking heart attack last night.
Hell yeah.
What happened?
Almost put me down under, you know what I'm saying? So,
Was this in the bed? Like,
no.
was your wife working on you?
She's at work.
Okay.
She works in the evenings.
But she does eventually come home, and you do stay up. And I've heard some of the stories, so...
So your hand was working on you.
Oh!
How did we get there? No, none of that.
Go ahead, back to the heart attack.
My daughter on Friday, she doesn't actually go to school. It's online. So I let her stay up a little bit later. I'm like, 10 o'clock, go to bed. And so she's like, okay, whatever. So I'm downstairs, whatever. 10:01, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go check, make sure she's going to bed. Mason is already in bed. So I go upstairs, her door's closed, lights on, I can hear her TV. So I'm like, okay, she just must not have been paying attention. I'll let her know it's time for bed. I go to open the door and it's locked. And I'm like, that one is not allowed. Two has never really happened before. So I'm like, Miley, wake up. Or I was like, I was just like, Miley, nothing. Do it again a little bit louder. Nothing. A little bit louder. 15 minutes later, I am pounding on this fucking door. Maybe not 15. Maybe like 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
That's a big exaggeration.
Yeah. So, but I was like, she must be asleep. She must be asleep, whatever. But I am fucking, there are little fist prints in her door with stress fractures in the wood from how hard I was fucking pounding on this door and screaming her name.
Is it key lock or is it like one of those circular ones where you can
It's not one that you can pick. It's like...
You got the wrong kind of door. So
Well, it was there when we moved in. I know now. But I'm like, I'm fucking screaming at the top of my fucking lungs, like, wake up, and just pounding on it. And so I got like 5 minutes into this, I'm like, there's no fucking way she could sleep through that. So I was thinking she was hurt. And so then I'm like, okay.
Can I say something that I imagine is also happening at the same time?
What?
Mason's running around in his bendy costume.
Mason's been asleep for 2 hours.
Mason's about ready to come out of his room and be like, will you shut the fuck
Well,
up?
that's the other thing. He didn't fucking wake up either. There's something wrong with my children. But so
Yeah, they're
like,
your
we
children.
get to this point, and I'm like, okay, do I break the door down? Which I could do. They're not great doors.
Oh yeah, they're easy to break.
Yeah, I could just bump up against it and probably break the whole thing down. Or I was like, you know what? Just go get your drill. So I go out to my truck, I get my drill, I come in, and I take the doorknob off. And it's 2 parts. I pull one and I can push the inside one out and down so I can see her. But just barely. It's far away. And she's just laying on her bed, hugging her remote. But I'm like trying to see her breathing. And I couldn't fucking see her breathing. And so I'm like, okay. So I fucking finish taking off the doorknob. I bust in the room. And then I'm like, Miley, I shake her. And she doesn't fucking wake up still. I had to rip her fucking blanket off of her and be like, are you okay? And then she was mad at me for waking her up. And I was like, you're 11 and I know you have no fucking idea what I just went through.
It sounds like she's justified in being upset.
I was like, why was the door locked? Why was the door? I thought you were hurt. Why was the door locked? And she's like, I didn't lock the door. And I'm like, oh my God. Trust me, the door was locked. I'm not lying to you. That door was just locked. And I was like,
as the doorknob's on the ground.
I said, look, where's your door handle? She's like, what happened? And I'm like, oh my God. And so I just breathed for a little while, for just a second. And then I put her door handle back together. And I was like, don't lock this door. Brush your teeth. It's time for bed. She's like, I didn't lock the door. And I was like, oh my God. So I love you. Good night. But I was so fucking, and then I check on Mason, fucking out. Fucking sleeping.
No, yeah. You know what this is? It's
sleep
so
talking,
funny.
saying, can I have muffins?
Yeah.
it's because they're fucking your wife's children.
Oh yeah.
That's why. That's why they can sleep through anything.
Heavy sleepers.
Yeah, that's your wife coming out, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, it was so loud, and I had kenneled the dogs because I was gonna go to bed. I had kenneled the dogs, and they're downstairs freaking the fuck out, barking, scratching at their kennels because they hear all the commotion upstairs and the pounding on the doors. Still nothing, and those dogs are fucking loud.
Yeah.
I'm like,
so it was chaotic at your place for a little while.
For like 15 minutes, my house was Vietnam. It was crazy.
Going to war with a door.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine as hard as I was pounding on that door, as hard as I could. Imagine not waking up to that and screaming. Imagine, like, you have to be in a deep sleep.
Bro, I would have woke up to you walking up to the door.
Right. But I mean,
I usually wake up to Mason's face breaking his fall. Almost every morning. I'm like, oh, it's time to go to work.
Oh, man. My wife got a new computer desk, and I was putting it together in our room, and I was making it on the bed. Smaller, lighter than this, but I mean, it was flipped upside down, and I was drilling it in. And I go to lift it up off the bed, and I swing it around to flip it, and all of a sudden I hear this, duh, and I fucking slammed Mason's head with the side of the fucking desk.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Was he wearing his bendy costume?
No, not today.
Damn it.
You gotta wash it sometimes. But yeah, I'd fucking nailed him.
Did he cry?
Oh yeah.
It seems like his head seems to get in the way a lot of the time.
It's big.
It's very big.
It's big.
He has not grown into it in the slightest.
No. He might, I don't know.
Sooner or later.
I'm just so basically from this is ever since my wife started working swing shift, quality of life in my house in the evenings has drastically gone down.
I mean, you know,
It has too.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've witnessed it.
you went and got the drill. I don't know that I would have. I think I would have just kicked it in.
There was two voices in my head. What on earth could have gone wrong? She's 11 and watching YouTube in her room. She's probably asleep. But on the other half was like, you were slamming and screaming at the door. She's definitely dead. So they were arguing with each other, and I was like, you know what? Just fucking hurry and grab the drill. And I'm glad I did. She was fine. But
Jared.
I mean, those doors are not hard, because I know I used to have a lock on my door at the Syracuse house, and I forgot to unlock it one time and closed it and went to school and then came home and it was locked. And I just called mom, and they ended up having it a locksmith, which costs money, and they got me in, and they're like, don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
I was like sick, and then
I was like sick.
and then
Show fam.
X amount of days later, I did it again, and I was like, well, I can't have a locksmith come. I was like, now I'm the idiot, and they're gonna be pissed. And I think I was really upset because I just wanted to get in my room. So I kicked it in, which, ultimately was... A locksmith would have been a lot easier.
Probably more expensive.
But I just backed up, and I was just like, "Goosh!" And it wasn't like what you see in the movies where the door just kicks in. It was, they're hollow.
Yeah.
So when you kick it, the whole thing just fractured, and the door fell apart, basically. And I
You're
was
more
like,
likely to kick or punch through
Yeah.
it than you are to break the hinge.
Yeah, or just break the, wood that tiny piece of wood that's holding it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
After that one, I was like,
It was crazy.
sick. Now I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on in the movie, TV show world, game world?
Started Bly Manor. That's about it. Oh, you watched The Platform.
I did.
What'd you think of that?
That movie was dope.
Fucking good, right?
It's fucking
Did you think it was
intense.
dope?
Intense.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was
Jared
like a
and
really weird fucking premise. I was hooked the whole time.
Yeah, and how I really liked the ambiguous ending too.
Yeah. That was
Literally nothing gets resolved, and I was satisfied. At the end of the movie, it was really weird. Nothing got resolved.
When they ride the platform and it goes past 250 or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I know, that shit was crazy, right?
Yeah. Because they thought, didn't he estimate like there was 200 floors?
The lady told him, the lady that worked there,
Oh, yeah.
she said there was 200, and then when he gets put on like 202, he goes crazy and starts counting the seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And then he says there's probably 250, and then they go down past 250.
Way past 250. Yeah.
It was an
It's
interesting
like,
premise for sure. Like,
Yeah.
You definitely want those top like 10 floors.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You don't want to get any lower than that.
when he gets, have you seen it? Do you have any idea what we're talking?
I know what you're talking about,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, when he gets on 12, or what's the highest he got? Like 12 or 13?
I think it was 6.
Oh, 6. Okay, yeah, he was really, really close. This part where he's like, she's trying to portion it out, and he's like, do it or I'll shit in your food.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, no, I want him to do it because they want to do it. And he's like, the only reason that they're going to do it is because I can shit down. And he's like, the reason that they're not going to do it is because I can't shit up.
Mm-hmm.
And that, there's a lesson there. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the moral of the movie was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Definitely.
Captain Miller said from Saving Private Ryan, gripes go down.
Mm-hmm.
Never up.
Never up.
It was
Yeah.
a cool movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but it was interesting.
That was one of the better movies I've seen lately.
Yeah, I would agree. I really liked it.
Yeah, and how do we miss that boat?
I know,
Like
right?
I remember there was like talk about it when it came out for a week or so, and then it just went away. But yeah, I'm surprised we missed that boat.
Did you watch in Spanish?
I watched the dubbed English.
That's the one I watched.
I can't do that.
Did you watch Spanish with subtitles?
Mhm.
Yeah. It was weird because
You're a monster, you know that?
Dude, that's way fucking better.
it's weird to
I
not
hate it when
see-
they're doing this and their voice doesn't line up and it doesn't look like the person who's talking. It's
Yeah.
the fucking most annoying shit. I'd rather just read and hear their actual voices.
I was
Plus, the acting is usually better when it's
yeah.
I mean,
just
I
straight up
agree,
people.
but I'm not going to read.
Yeah, I get it. It's hard.
I get it.
I just refuse.
Reading hard.
I totally get why people don't like subtitles, but I don't watch anything without them.
Shame.
See, if I lived
I
with
like
you,
them.
we would. I wouldn't be able to watch with you. Like, if you were like, "Hey, let's watch this," I'd be like, "I'll watch it upstairs while you watch it
can't-
downstairs."
You can't even sit through it.
It just bugs me.
Damn.
Like, if there's a reason for it, like you're trying to be really quiet, then I'm all for it.
Like, you
But if
have
it's
to have
just
the
like
volume down.
middle of the fucking day and I can have this turned up to 70 while the sub is fucking going, I'm not having subtitles on.
I have subtitles on.
I'm not having fucking subtitles
get
on.
Or what if the movie's in Spanish?
I'm probably not watching it either way. Dubbed or subtitled.
There
It's
you
a
go.
good movie, though.
Unless it's like what's that movie that's supposed to be like one of the best movies ever, Pan's Labyrinth or whatever, that's
Oh, yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it. Never seen it. Don't care
I
to
want
watch
to watch
it.
that, actually.
To be fair, that's the reason I didn't watch Money Heist. Because
Yeah,
it was a
I heard
whole
that was
series
really good.
in Spanish, and I'm like, I just don't know if I have the energy for that. But
I feel like it's annoying either way, subtitles or dubbed.
yeah,
Yeah, I get that.
I'm
Dub
fucking
bothers
American.
me a lot more, for sure.
You give me American or nothing.
American. Dude, Tool recommended me an American detective show that's on UK Netflix, and it's not on American Netflix.
There's two different.
I was like, what the...
What?
there's like a
Dude,
thousand.
you not
different
know about
Netflix.
this?
Yeah,
You should-
different
you
regions
should
have different
subscribe-
listings on Netflix.
Yeah, didn't I tell you when we went to Canada there was like tons of shit that you can't watch here? They can't even get American Horror Story, but they had something that I wanted to watch, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or they had a whole series of something, so I downloaded it.
You know what?
You can just. Sorry, go ahead.
You can, yeah, there's a thing called NordVPN.
Yeah.
You can pay for it, and then you can change your VPN so that essentially anytime you want, you can just make it look like you're in the UK and you just have a completely new Netflix.
You remember Matthew?
Yeah.
We ended up getting him onto the Game of Thrones kick, but he was having a hell of a time finding it because he's in the United Kingdom. I was like, dog, just get the HBO app, and he's like, dog, it doesn't work that way. I was like, how can it not?
You didn't get
Just
it.
fucking get it and watch it. And he's like, it doesn't work that way. And he started explaining to me where he was watching it, and some of it sounded like some pretty shady shit. And I was like, all right, well, I mean, if you get caught up, great.
Like some website.
But I was like, just, it's right there.
Well,
just get
there's even free VPN apps.
Yeah, you
and
can.
stuff.
But like NordVPN is like the number one, and you can just do it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can just be like, ooh, I'm Australian.
It's literally like a drop down menu. You select the country or the region you want. UK, boom. Then your phone will just open up Netflix and it's the UK version or HBO or whatever.
Yeah, you use a server from
Yeah.
Sounds
United
like
Kingdom.
some shit that will have the feds knocking at your door.
It's totally legal. They advertise and everything.
It's for like online safety.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
That's
they
the
also
main
secure
purpose.
your passwords and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a
I'm
thing.
not doing it.
It's a thing.
It's real easy and safe and secure.
Yeah, it's all over. Like there's a fucking NordVPN ad in like every other fucking YouTube video.
Yeah,
you
like
watch.
they advertise. It's totally legal. And
There's a lot of VPN companies jumping on YouTube.
I don't even think that Netflix would give a shit because you're still paying for it.
Yeah, I don't think
It's not. Yeah, it's not like they're holding out those shows
No.
so that one day when you move to the UK, you can watch them.
Yeah, they probably like that that's a thing because you will get a Netflix subscription, switch it to the UK just so you can watch something on Netflix. They
So
probably
is the
don't care.
content on
Like-
Netflix completely different?
Yeah, like it. Like there's a lot of stuff that we get. Like in Canada, my tattoo artist was saying they can't get American Horror Story, and they were saying it was something to do with Canada. Like Canada just won't allow that show to be aired in Canada. And I was like, oh, we have all the seasons on our Netflix.
Like Doctor Who's a big one. They just took it off American Netflix, but it's in the UK and
Yeah, I always
Technically, that's all on HBO now.
yeah, which I have. I'm on season 4 episode. I was watching it right before I came.
nice.
Putting together the desk.
Well, that'd be a shame to lose that because my list on there is deep.
Yeah, I don't use that. I
some
don't use
shit I gotta
that.
watch.
On what? His?
No, my Netflix.
Oh. What?
I have a Netflix.
He's like, what? You pay for your own shit?
Is that weird?
No, I was saying, what do you mean? Like, if you change your VPN, it doesn't.
Doesn't change your list.
Like, you could go back to your VPN and then it's all there.
Let's say I moved to the United Kingdom.
You'll lose stuff. That's
Oh, yeah,
not
then
on
you'll
your
lose it all.
list.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'd be a shame to lose my list because it's fucking deep, son.
I mean, are you planning on moving to the UK? Well, I think you're good.
I'm never leaving.
Yeah,
Ever.
I think it's like mostly the same, at least when it comes to originals. And,
I think
like,
it's
probably a lot of the movies and stuff.
So like
licensing stuff.
Netflix originals. Would
yeah,
be the
Netflix
same?
originals are universal because
Yeah, a lot of it's just based on, like, you know, if you put Doctor Who and you put it on the American, and it's only getting watched by 100,000 people, but you put it on the Netflix of the UK and it's getting watched by 80 million.
And I'm pretty sure
Then there you
Netflix
go.
has to pay BBC to play it in the United States. I'm not going to pretend like I know, but I think
You
it has
said-
to do.
Yeah, there's
BBC.
I did.
there's a lot of rules and regulations that go with it. That's why American Horror Story is not allowed in Canada. Is because of Canada. It's not because of Netflix.
Yeah.
So if they
because it's too gruesome. Too
Canada's really strict on that. It's just like Australia, super strict on that kind of stuff.
Did you know that?
Yeah, that was interesting.
When
I didn't know that.
when World of Warcraft came out, they had to create a completely separate game for China.
I think I did do
Take
that.
out like skeletons and like you can't have that in China. They had to,
That's
like,
so weird because
I
their
know.
horror is so fucked up.
And I know it's so dark,
Yeah.
but they like
It's
can't
dark,
have.
but it doesn't make sense.
Well, they're speaking Chinese.
Well, just their
What are these noises? This is
They're-
not English.
their vision of horror is odd.
Oh yeah, it's
Very
weird.
odd.
Yeah.
Strange. You know what?
Eastern culture in general is just very different, which is why it's kind of fascinating.
It's definitely interesting. I can't watch original anime. Sorry.
There you go.
Because I can't get over the high squeaky female voice. I can't do it.
Yeah, no, that's a rough step.
I can't do it.
I remember that step.
Yeah, I can do like
I was there too.
like I love I enjoy anime like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that, but I have to watch American
The English dub.
English. I
I'll
can't.
be honest with you. The only anime I've ever seen was on Pornhub.
Hentai.
That's hentai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
For
that's like the only one I haven't seen.
And that's a dark rabbit hole
Same.
sometimes.
You're basically getting what you're talking about, but sex.
Yeah,
Really
like
high
weird.
pitched voices.
Oh,
with
I
sex.
Yeah.
suppose I've heard it in China. Yeah, but I just can't do that.
Like it's. I would say on Pornhub. I would say there's maybe a handful that are like English redubbed.
Yeah,
The rest of them are just that same high pitched squeaky, and then when the guy's dick falls out, it's
yeah.
like you see in fucking anime.
Like Joe Coy in that one special of his.
Oh, and he does the
Hawaii.
Japanese voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where every woman sounds the same, whether they're 15 or 70.
Yeah, that's
Also, the other anime I've seen is in our NSFW channel.
that
Nice.
was quite the culture shock. Yeah,
At Dragon Bay. What's up?
fuck.
I think who else is the Ramses also adds a lot in there.
Yeah,
I stay away from that one sometimes. Those are rabbit holes, dude.
I recently went in there and realized that there was like 100 more, so I had to scroll through.
oh man.
Interesting world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say Dragon Ball is one of the ones where I fucking hate watching Japanese dub because sometimes they don't have it. They don't have English,
Oh,
but I had to watch it because it's Dragon Ball.
right.
But I mean, I grew up with the English voices, so
Me too.
it sucks. Like Vegeta and Piccolo,
Goku.
especially the guy that voices them. Yeah, Goku too,
Goku's
because
a
the
good
Japanese Goku is
So weird.
woman.
Yeah,
she's an old lady, so it's weird. Yeah.
I've seen like scenes of it in Japanese, and I'm like, I grew up. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, his voice is low, and
Yeah. Even like
Vegeta.
Vegeta's is not high pitched,
Kakarot.
but it's not fucking Vegeta.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So that's weird. And yeah, there's a couple others, especially if you start in English and then you have to watch one in Japanese and you realize the main character sounds like a little girl.
Yeah.
You're like, you're a man.
This is weird. Although
In the English version, you sound like a boy.
yeah,
But now you sound like a teenage girl.
is it true? You might know. Is the Japanese version like? Don't they like swear and they're like really aggressive? Like they talk like because it's kind of dumbed down for kids when they dub it in English. But isn't it like pretty vulgar? And
I don't think so. From
No?
what I've seen of it,
I heard
at least of Dragon Ball Super, it's not.
Oh.
Maybe like the original Dragon Ball.
Z.
Yeah. Well, no, maybe the original Dragon Ball.
I think most of
Dragon
it,
Ball.
even in Japan, is pretty mellow because the reason why it was so successful is it was marketed to children through young adults.
For everybody.
So
I
that
don't-
way everybody could watch it.
I don't remember where I heard that, but I definitely. was told
I've heard that too. Yeah, it could be like maybe an early version of Dragon Ball was a little more raunchy, but
Yeah.
no, as far as I know, it's meant to be okay for kids everywhere.
Okay. I'll never forget when Goku threw that spirit bomb. And
Which one, bro?
The first one.
Yeah, the one.
The spirit bomb. And it took like 4 episodes
I know.
for him to throw it. I was a kid, and all I wanted to see was Goku throw this fucking spirit bomb on Frieza. I think it was who did he throw it on?
The first Spirit Bomb was was it Kid Boo?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
I thought
it was Kid Boo. Okay, but all I wanted to see was him fuck this dude up, and I had to wait like a month to watch it. I had to wait a month for him to actually throw it. He's just on the planet screaming with his hands up for 4 episodes. I'm like, come on, bro. Let's get to. That's why I loved Kai when Kai came out. They cut all that shit out.
Kai had less filler.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Ball's like that, bro. Fights go on forever.
Yeah, there's just so much dialogue.
They're like literally charging up attacks, and they're like just sitting there talking.
I know.
I do this for my friends. Like, your friends are weak.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
That's why it's fucking great, dude. I just love it.
I haven't watched any in years, but
That's why you need to watch
You watch Super, dude.
Super.
You need to watch fucking Dragon Ball.
Oh, the Broly movie?
Yeah, the Broly movie.
Yes.
I really want to. Broly's my favorite character.
That movie goes fucking hard.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I have it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we could watch it. That movie is fucking sick. The animation is so good, too.
They go into like an alternate fucking dimension because they're fighting so hard.
Yeah.
Literally, bro. It's fucking wild.
That's so cool.
And, it's a movie, so there's really, like, no filler. It's
Yeah.
straight to the point. Well, like, good character development and stuff, but... Oh my god, the fight is so sick.
I have like World of Warcraft characters named Broly. Like, I love Broly.
Yeah, Broly's
But
badass.
I haven't seen that movie.
He has a really cool story. Well, not really, but they actually explore his story, and it's interesting. He has a backstory. He's not just like, suddenly I am here and I am the shit.
And I will kill everyone.
Yeah. Z Broly's not even canon.
Oh no.
Mm-mm. He's just in movies that were, spin-off for funsies. But this one is canon.
They're all fake news.
Isn't Broly like whose kid is he? Somebody's kid, or
He's a Saiyan's kid, yeah.
he's
It's not anyone like important. He's actually the child of a low-class Saiyan, which is why King Vegeta is like fucking pissed when they find him as a baby, because they like monitor power levels, and they're like, the scientists, whatever Saiyans, are telling King Vegeta, they're like, he might surpass your son. And he's like, no, he fucking won't.
Banishment.
He banishes him to like some way outer rim planet where he's most likely gonna die.
he doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why it's kind of like, whoa.
Are you powering up? So am I.
So am I.
I just thought of that while you were talking. That's my favorite moment in 163 episodes. When you said that. Oh my god.
It's classic.
I did see that recently Among Us porn searches on Pornhub were the #1.
Holy shit.
See, that's so wild to me.
That game is blown up in every aspect.
I've been playing
Even on
it.
Pornhub.
Yeah, but you've been playing on your phone, which is very low class.
Low class warrior
Cut you up and run off and hide.
We can't even,
I can still
Can we
vent
play
the
together?
same. I can still sabotage the same.
Can you vibe the same?
Maybe not, but it essentially seems like the same game.
Yeah.
except for you're not talking.
Because it's a very simple game.
But you're not talking.
That's true.
What do you mean?
Like when you play on PC, you chat. When you go into those
It
group
seems
conversations,
like-
you're
it
all
seems
yelling.
Like that's an easier way to give it away.
It's also way funner.
Well, that's why
everyone's
it's fun.
yelling.
Because it's a social deduction game. So the imposter has to be sneaky and lie. Sometimes it feels bad. I won a few times as imposter, and I like fucked some people over pretty hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Like lying and shit?
Yeah. And I felt like squirmy. I was like, ooh,
Ugh.
I'm good at this.
I'm really good at deceiving.
My favorite part of it is when someone finds a dead body or calls an emergency meeting. All the first 10 comments are the same.
Red sus.
Where?
Oh.
Any sus or red sus,
Yeah.
like all this shit.
What is sus? I understand it from...
Suspect.
Okay. I understood it through context.
It's just a shorter way to say suspect or
Suspect.
suspicious.
Because it takes a lot of effort.
Clearly.
to say
Yeah.
suspect.
It's real tough.
Yeah, like when you're playing on PC, you're talking. So
And then-
you just say it, but when you're on the phone, the easiest way is just SUS.
And then someone will say, I saw White vent, and then White will be like, I was on comms.
Yeah.
All this bullshit. While I'm sitting there dead. And I'm like, I would just love to give you the answer.
Yeah, because you obviously
But I'm
see...
dead.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and as a ghost, you can still go and do all your tasks and
Oh.
get the shit done. And it's a fun game. We play it with Cash and her kids just for fun.
See, yeah, but it seems like after you've played it once, you've played the whole, or twice, you played the whole game.
To me, it's fun for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, it's not about the game so much as it is about the meetings.
Playing with friends and talking and shit.
Like,
I'm
once you
sure.
get into the meetings, that's where it's fun because everything changes every time.
Yeah, different imposters, different situations.
Yeah, I get that.
My guy's name currently is Trump. Orange outfit, yellow banana on his head. And I've been voted off several times because of that. Not even the imposter.
Yeah. Like, guys, should we
All
vote
of
off
a sudden, I'm
Trump?
floating out into the middle of nowhere.
I think
Trump was not an imposter.
Yeah.
I think someone did like 100 games to test, and they said like the number one color that's imposter the most is red.
Red.
And then
I
it's
heard that too.
and then it was like blue or something like that. So like just out of algorithm, if
Just
you're
red.
red, you have a more likely chance of being imposter.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did you see the game that Delirious and them played, where they all named themselves like me, you, that guy, they, or something like that kind of thing?
Yes.
So they were like,
I-
okay, well, me was with him.
yeah. It's like the who's on first.
Yeah, the Abbott and Costello.
Yeah.
What's on second?
What? Yeah.
That shit was funny, dude.
And her kiddos sit there and watch Among Us videos on YouTube all the
Yeah.
time. It's like,
I can't do that. Yeah, I like playing it. I can't watch it.
You have no idea.
Such a
Shut
boomer.
that shit down, son. We don't need the internet at our house.
Oh boy.
Ain't no internet.
They're gonna love you.
My God.
Yeah.
It's like, you play this game. Why are you watching someone else play it? Why don't you go play it?
Because you're a boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
even
just
I
don't
get
get that.
I like to watch.
I
People
watch a
play
lot of
sometimes.
people play that game.
Why?
I started watching
It's literally
PewDiePie play
the
the new
simplest
Amnesia.
game out there.
Well, it's
That's kinda
funny.
interesting.
It's like fun for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but you're also the type of person that probably wouldn't really watch a lot of games on Twitch.
This we're back to the why don't you build something out of wood?
Yeah.
That's the same principle here.
Why are you watching games?
You're not part of the-
something out of wood.
Build something out of wood.
You're not part of the culture.
Yeah.
Go work the fields or something.
Like, I just don't get it.
It comes back a lot to what I think I talked about with the guys at work was it was a common thing to do with friends.
Yeah.
You know, if you were playing a single player game with friends and you handed off the controller, you were watching, you were commenting, watching them play, and you know, a lot of the times if the person was doing good, you didn't even want the controller. It was just fun to be watching, and that's just kind of turned into what we do with Twitch and YouTube.
You know what ruins the game for me, Among Us? When they've got the speed all the way down, so like as you're moving, it's like barely.
Oh,
I fucking hate that.
that's
dude.
retarded.
There's speed settings?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can change all the
You
settings.
can, 1 imposter up to 3.
Damn.
3 is madness.
Just
There are
dead
fucking
bodies.
dead bodies everywhere. I ran past a dead body. I wasn't the imposter, but I ran past it to this computer screen where someone else was sitting, only because it was my last task, and I just wanted to get it done.
Yeah. And he killed you?
No. The guy called an emergency meeting and say Trump sus, something like that. And, you know, it was over for me. I just wanted to finish my task. That's all it was. I
done
saw
that
the
too.
body. I walked right past it.
I've done that too. I did that once to my buddy Tool. I walked past a body and I started doing my task and then I saw the body and I was like, I'm already here.
Just do
And then he walked in and he reported it and he was like, Colton just walked past the body. And, you know, I was like, fucking fair enough, really.
That's
so they,
true.
They voted me
I
out.
totally get that, but I was like, no, I wanted to get my task done.
Does
Yeah.
everybody see that if you were or were not after you get voted? Does everybody see?
Yeah,
Yeah, it depends
You
on the
can set
settings,
it
though.
to not, though.
The best way to play that game is in the game. There are tasks that you can do that are visual tasks. So if us four were playing and you did it and I saw you, I can visually see that you completed it, so I trust you. And I can do the same. And then there's another thing that's there's one other setting, I can't remember what it is, and then you can turn off whether or not you voted someone out. It says it. So like we could be playing, and if I vote you out and it says you are the imposter, then we know we got rid of one.
Right.
But you can turn that off. So we vote you out and you just go, and it doesn't say. It just says he has been eliminated or something like that.
That's crazy.
And then so you play the game without being able to confirm friendlies, and then you play the game without knowing who you voted out, whether it was a good or bad guy. So it's all chaos, which is why I think like PC, if you put those settings on and you go, like as soon as someone's like reports the body, you go into the meeting and you unmute, it's instantly just like, I don't fucking know where he was over in this room. I think I saw that color. I don't know. And then the person that was that color is like, what the fuck do you mean? I was on the other side of the fucking map. It just becomes pure chaos.
With white.
Yeah, and then you vote them out, and when you vote them out, you don't know. So, like, if you think you got the right person, you're like, okay, there's only one left. But then if you vote someone else out, and that wasn't the last one left, then chaos it's just insane.
I totally get how it's fun.
So what I learned when you've got like 10 players and 2 imposters, you just go through and start hacking and slashing before they even get the opportunity
to report.
Yeah.
It's
hack and fucking slash. Just get going. I mean, you can win that way easily.
Yeah.
Depending.
Have you seen the videos? I may have even said it on here where all 8 people are stacked with the same name or whatever. One guy cuts it and then everybody
just fans
out. Meeting.
That's
Got
fucking
him.
awesome.
Yeah.
The thing about it, though, when you're in the imposter, you've got like, is it like 30 seconds before you can?
Yeah, it's like a 30-second
I think that's
cooldown.
the default. Yeah.
So you just hack them, take off, run them, hack, and But when there's 2 of you, you can win easily. That way, if the other person's on the same page.
Right.
Which on your phone, you're never on the same page.
I would imagine.
Not on the computer either. You can't communicate.
And I've done that once where I cut a dude down, and then like 3 people came out of him.
Oh yeah. That's it.
That's fun.
That's a wrap.
One of my favorite things to do is to wait till there's a grouping and just slash and then see what happens. Because like you sabotage comms and then everyone runs to comms to fix it, and a lot of times there's like 3 or 4 bodies not stacked but like close, and you just get into it and then you wait and then you fucking click the kill, and all of a sudden in the middle of the group someone's dead, and then you go into the meeting and everyone's like, I don't know what happened. There was 3 of us standing there, and he just died, and I think he was there. So you kind of make yourself a little suspicious by doing it, but it's fun to see the chaos.
You're 1 of 4.
Yeah, I've won games doing that. Sometimes you have to. There was one game where it was me and 2 other dudes. I turned the lights off. Or no, it was me and 3 other dudes. I turned the lights off. I killed one of them. And then the people started like questioning, and they were like, okay, who ran into this room? And that kind of would make you safer. So it wasn't me, but it was the other guy. But I said I did, and the other guy didn't say anything, and I was like, holy shit,
it worked.
And then they started arguing with each other like mad, and then they both voted each other, and I just sat there and let them argue for a second.
That's gotta feel good.
And then they were like, Colton, no, vote him, it's not me, I swear to God. And so I finally voted one, and I was like, I voted for, I think it was Blake. I don't know if you played with him. And then Blake was like, dude, you just threw the game. You just fucking lost. And I was like, did I?
I think you won. Yeah.
It was so funny.
That's awesome.
It's the beauty of the game.
There was one game I was a part of where Brown murdered someone, and he was caught. Someone caught him. 2 people caught him. It was in a 10-person game.
Yeah.
And once they said, one of them said that stupid Brown is sus. Mm-hmm. Brown said, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get caught. Literally gave himself away. Yeah. He still didn't get off. He still didn't get voted off. And he won the fucking match.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was like, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to get caught. I'm like,
well, you're probably playing with 8 or 9-year-olds.
Yeah, they're pretty stupid.
Yeah, when you're like, when we were playing, when you get caught, the best thing to do is defend yourself and get the other person voted off. And you do it by saying, if it's not him, it's me. And then ultimately, if they vote him, like if it's Colton and they vote him out and it wasn't him, and then they know it's me, then they get me, but at least I got one more kill before I went. Yeah. But that's why it's so good to have that, whether it tells you or not who it was. Because if I can convince them that it was Colton and he gets voted out,
they don't know.
That instantly you go on the, okay guys, we got rid of one, there's only one left, and then you know your partner is still alive. Yeah. So then you can start hacking and slashing.
I always, when I'm imposter, I like to make a friend too.
Yeah, you always
I'll
try to
just-
make a friend.
If I see someone, if they're alone, if it's a free kill or not, but if it's that person, I just will not kill them.
Yeah.
And I'll hang out with them. That way, like, every time there's a vote, they'll be
He'll
like,
have your back.
well, Colton's, like, always had a chance to kill me, and he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
Little
me.
guinea pig.
Little puppet.
My puppet.
Yeah.
I don't know, Poppet. Stupid game, fun for a little while.
It's kind of
I
sad
get
that
it.
that's like the best game that we have right now. Super fun game, but like there's nothing else going on.
Do you have World War Z on PC?
Yes.
Maybe?
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I've been wanting to play that because me and Harry installed it and his is broken, and I was super sad.
World
That
War
game was
Z,
fun.
like the survival game?
The
zombie
game where you it's like a campaign. They
like
do have
Left 4
horde
Dead.
mode now.
It's like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it's
Probably
pretty
not.
much just Left 4 Dead.
I don't know that I ever owned any of those except for DayZ, and that game
Oh, I
was the
thought we
worst.
played World War Z at some point. Maybe not.
I really wanted to play Daisy.
It was
DayZ
fucking
sucked.
terrible.
Yeah, at one point, and then I was convinced that it sucked. But
We all wanted to play it, and you were gonna get it, but we got it first, and we played it
Yeah,
for like
maybe that was
half
it.
a day, and then we told you like, dude, don't.
I remember you even like
Mhm.
mapped out your PC, your Xbox controller on that game. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching you do
It
that.
was worth. It was worth nothing. It was terrible. It was the worst fucking game ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game sucked. It was like way too intense. You had to eat food like every fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And food
timeline
was
did not
so
make
hard
sense.
to find. Yeah, it
You had to
was
drink water
ridiculous.
within like every 2 minutes. It's like, bitch, you can go 3 days without water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you would drink water in the beginning of the day, and it wouldn't even be noon, and your guy would be dehydrated.
Like dead.
Yeah, like you'd have to find water now or you're dead.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then occasionally there was a zombie.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that was the other thing. Like, there's no zombies in that game.
Yeah, they spread them out a lot because I guess it'd be pretty hard if there were a lot, but I don't know, it sucked. It was just boring as fuck. Sad time. Indeed.
If you're gonna play
World War Z,
zombies, just
though?
play zombies.
There's more
Yeah.
than a few zombies in World War Z.
Yeah, World War Z is a great fucking zombie game.
I just read that book again.
Oh yeah,
It's a good book. It's my favorite book.
nice. Yeah, I swear we played that. You really didn't? It's like a campaign. You go through like New York and Tokyo, and it's a 4-person squad. You pick a class. It's like Left 4 Dead. Like there's World War Z zombies, so like massive fucking hordes just come jumping off the rooftops, and then like,
No,
you know,
I feel like I watched Tio
yeah,
play
they
it a
do
lot.
the pyramids.
Yeah.
I feel like he put it on like the hardest difficulty, and I watched him play it a lot, but I don't think I ever bought it.
It's kind of hard.
It is.
On hard, it's kind of hard.
It's tough on hard.
They were playing on like extreme. Like it was impossible to get through a single mission.
It's hard.
Yeah, extreme is fucked.
There's a
It's
lot
so
of them.
fucked.
All right. Should we end it? I gotta go pick up the little ones.
I guess.
Yeah, shut up, Jared.
I did.
All right, Dan.
I did.
We good?
I guess.
Everyone
fucking
okay?
problems?
No. Are we doing it or not?
Oh, we're doing
We
it.
got fucking problems?
Well, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, death threats, or ransom notes, remember to send them to imwiththeoutcrowd@gmail.com. We are on Twitter @theoutcrowdpod. Find us on Instagram and check out our Discord. Send us a story or just say what's up. Just remember, our opinions don't matter. So why the fuck should yours? See ya.
Bye.
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 You know what threw me off?
She had a dash cam going?
No, the guy
No.
behind her did.
Yeah.
Mom said she didn't want it, and I was like, "You fucking kidding me? I want to see you hit a deer."
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. I
Why
need
would
to
you
see
not
that.
want that?
Because Mom doesn't want to see any damage done to the deer.
Yeah, she kept going.
She'll feel bad knowing she already feels bad enough knowing she hit a deer. She doesn't want to see it.
God.
I want to see that thing go for a fucking flippity flip.
Yeah.
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 Like, I'm hoping it's grade A fucking content.
And then when it hits the ground, fatality. Finish him. Yeah.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
No.
What? You're disgusting.
Jesus.
Yeah.